As the last electrode was attached to his temple, Mark couldn't help but wonder if the modest stipend was worth spending the night in this sterile sleep lab. 3 hours into the study, the technicians noted unusual activity during his REM cycle, marking the beginning of what they would later classify as anomalous sleep phenomena. In his dream, Mark stood frozen as a figure emerged from the darkness, its limbs stretching impossibly long as it reached for him with fingers like blackened twigs. The next morning, he described his nightmare in vivid detail, while the lead researcher assured him such disturbing dreams were not uncommon in unfamiliar sleep environments. Back home the following night, Mark jolted awake at exactly 3:17 a.m., convinced he had seen the same shadowy figure standing in his bedroom doorway. After 3 consecutive nights of the same recurring nightmare, Mark began noticing subtle distortions in the world around him, strange elongations and shadows that others seemed blind to. By the fifth day, the boundary between dreams and waking life had blurred to the point where Mark couldn't trust his own reflection, sometimes glimpsing the figures standing behind him in mirrors or windows. Desperate for answers, he returned to the sleep lab, only to have the staff insist there had been no abnormalities in his results and suggest he seek psychiatric help instead. After 9 days without substantial sleep, Mark had transformed his apartment into a fortress against the entity, covering reflective surfaces and filling notebooks with desperate theories about what was happening to him. On the 10th night, as the clock struck 3:17 a.m., Mark finally understood. The entity had never been interested in his dreams. The sleep study had simply been its doorway into our world. 2 weeks later, as a new volunteer settled in for her first night at the sleep lab, no one noticed the tall, thin figure standing silently in the corner, waiting for her to close her eyes.